Hi there and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4, The Legend of Third Rome. We're playing Muscovy and gaining massive amounts of territory through the annexation of our vassals for now. And we're eyeing another country, the Tver, that was founded in 1135, and that was like really a glorious city. And later on St. Petersburg was founded there. So it was really a glorious territory all in all, a proud country until it was taken over by Ivan the Great. But yeah, until then it was really an independent and really strong territory. And no wonder they are threatened by us, because we are really surrounding their area. But it would really be good to stop this diplomatic activity now that we have another diplomatic relation free, and maybe make peace, so to say, with Tver and relieve them of their fear from us. And offer them an alliance. Of course, that will be the greatest help we can get. And that is also something that the aging couple of Vasily and Maria want to leave their son, like a good alliance, probably against Lithuania or other countries. And they already want a royal marriage. And we'll say yes, just because. Yeah, why wouldn't you say yes to a close rival? Close rival, yes, no. Not a rival, of course. Close ally. A golden era for culture. Let's see. Oh my god. And this may have been one of the last... Yeah, that was the last action of Veliky's... Ivan Veliky's father. Oh my god. Vasily II just made the alliance work. And now... his son, a new Grand Kniaz, comes to power. Ivan III Veliky Rurikovich. Ivan III Veliky's good leadership skills, all in all his great values, and superior tactical knowledge will help us vanquish those that dare stand against us. Our nation is in mourning over the loss of our previous monarch, Vasily II Temny Rurikovich. He was the victim of a seemingly unlikely hunting accident. Oh, was that... He had some enemies, probably caused by the alliance to Tver. Some people said, we cannot let this stand. We have to get rid of this guy. Who will he ally next? My god, his well-planned decisions strengthened our position in the world. And what is that? Oh, when you get a new monarch. Yeah, icon. No. Open a pop-up window, of course. What a great Grand Kniaz. But we have a stability drop now. Some superstitious fools even suggest that our country is losing divine favor. No, of course not. Let's see. We have a golden era for culture now. And that is probably caused by our Grand Kniaz Ivan III Veliky Rurikovich. He's probably a great guy. Let's see. With peace in our country, the great musicians, artists and poets are rejoicing in the capabilities of entertaining their betters. This era of cultural enlightenment is definitely improving the mood of Muscovy. This is great. Gain a skill 2 artist in Moscow. It is 50% cheaper for your country to employ. Stability cost gain. Wow, we have to look at this. To employ, but will we pay for him also less? That because it might be worth it, but we'll have to look into this. Yeah, he only costs 233 monthly, and he is much better than Innocenty Radzewski. And we'll employ him. Oh, what a stroke of fate. Arkady Kolzov. We'll recruit him. I mean, we want to fill our coffers and all, but this is really a great offer. We have no consort. We should... Consorts have a chance to be generated when you get an heir or when you enter a royal marriage. And now, we have Grand Kniaz even the Third. He is really... He's an industrious guy, and he's also a very... how should we call that? Like a genius compared to his father. And he sees that we're behind in all these technologies. And he wants to improve this position, especially in diplomatic technology, as he knows it is critical to the subjects to have a good diplomatic technology too, for the relations we have. So he wants to balance this out a bit. I mean, he's a big fan of military power. He's always played with his wooden sword. And later, he has become a capable warrior. But now, we could remove that focus. And the question is, do we really need a focus? And I don't think we need a focus. There's no focus set. Because we don't need one. We're going for a balanced thing. As he's industrious, he has a balanced personality, and he will be doing balanced things, most of all. And one of the first things to balance the country is he'll spend some administrative power to increase stability, of course. And then he'll fill his coffers and see what can be gained. We have another free guy here, Sergei von Knorring. And he will probably also end the spy network here. Because what is going to be gained from the Great Horde? They won't even be our rival for much longer. I want to rather fabricate some claims, and maybe Tambov would be a good idea. On the other hand, let's have a look at that. Tambov is also claimed by Ryazan, so we don't want that conflict. Maybe Penza and Simbirsk would be good choices. Let's fabricate a claim on Penza first. And if we can, on Simbirsk. Just for the chance we might have to get this. And we have a great advisor still who tells us that stability is very good. So we don't have that guy that improved our spy network. Nevertheless, we want to first improve the loyalty of our subjects. And then we would also want to maybe integrate one more. So we'll try to annex Perm, opening up another slot here and gaining a lot of valuable territory to the east. Give us also some prestige. And we can definitely afford it after a while, because we have good income now, so to say. That's the first thing. Second thing is, as he's such a balanced ruler, he has eyed the rumors about the age of discovery, and then that you should control more centers of trade. So we're looking at Kazan still. We have that claim for another 10 years, and we might go for a way to control Kolmogori. So send a diplomat here to build a spy network. Kazan declared war on the Great Horde. Now they are doing what they can to beat the Great Horde. And the Great Horde is now on Ryazan. Strangely, they have beaten them back somehow. Lithuania. Claim Ostrov as their own. And Lithuania is also growing in power. We have to be a little bit watchful. But we will fill our coffers. We'll continue to lay low for a while. And we'll do what we can to further our policies. We're also looking, as we're a more modern ruler than our father, into the development of the country. Spread of institutions is looking quite okay. There are a lot of money coming in now. Could, in theory, raise the Streltsy. We could improve legitimacy, but we don't need that. And we're looking for a spouse, a consort, and an heir. We're in the best age to go for that, and should really look into that. We have quite a number of royal marriages, I think, going. But they might have been dissolved. So, through the death of our father, so we might go for new ones. Here, let's go for our most valuable allies. Let's try to bind Tver first. Odoyev. We could go for a royal marriage. Very nice. Ryazan. We have some royal ties with them. Perm. We still have some royal ties. Where else? Rostov. Rostov is the place. Still have royal ties there. We have all the diplomatic relations we can get, and we'll send someone back to Novgorod for the spy network. An offer of marriage. Now, there we are going. It's with some consternation that the mighty families of the realm have watched even the third Veliky letting the years pass him by without finding someone to marry. These feelings have now turned into open dismay, as despite the realm lacking a clear line of succession, our Grand Kniaz appears to have no plans to find a spouse, nor is he showing much interest in the proposals sent to him. What? It has now reached a point where the court is expecting the Grand Kniaz to accept one of the offers on the table. Continued failure to secure the succession puts the entire realm at risk. Luckily, one of the oldest and most prestigious Kolomna families in the Grand Principality has offered us the hand of one of their daughters, along with a generous dowry. Kolomna. Where is Kolomna? Monthly autonomy change. What? Seat of strong aristocrats. 44 ducats, but that? Huh. Could accept the offer? That would doom us forever. Like, if something happens to their faith. Kolomna. Kolomna. Let's see that. No, he's not going to get down. He's a genius, and he'll find a bride for himself. There we go. That would be much too risky for him. I mean, he's just there, and he's still alive and kicking very much. So and soon he'll have another chance for a royal marriage, probably. We'll of course not use him on the battlefield, as he's a little old. He still wants to have an heir. The estates, yeah, the estate's a little bit troubled. They'll just have to wait a bit. It will all be good, for sure. Well, will we get an heir? That is a good question. I really hope we will. Or we're in trouble, but we couldn't take that offer. Let's increase the army maintenance now a little bit. Now we have less army, we can increase the maintenance a bit. We'll accumulate money now. We need at least 300 and we'll wait for that to happen. And probably gaining some claims here. 20. Hey, we can invest in a new idea. But we want to wait until we have 500 administrative power. So we have a reserve of around 100, just in case anything happens to our stability. We're getting claims here all the time, which is usual. But all in all, this is like a very good realm. A very stable realm. We have a great artist here. Exceptionally skilled in sculpturing, painting or poetry. And maybe the people are talking about this, about Veliki Rurikovic, the genius, and he has probably spouses or relations to all kinds of people, and it is rumored he won't. Maybe is he attracted to men? No, but he's like attracted to everyone, and everyone is attracted to him. But he's not an exclusive person. So the unity of faith. Since the government of our Grand Principality officially began encouraging worship and focusing life on the true Orthodox faith, our people feel more secure in their daily lives and with each other. Where there is faith, there is trust. It's really the golden age, but that is overshadowed by the lack of an heir and a consort. Grain trade disturbances. There has always been tension between the Cossacks and the other estates. Nothing else because of their uncommon manners and diverse backgrounds. Like the Cossacks had a democracy, like a tribal democracy, nomad democracy. Lately, however, these have increased considerably. The burghers are alarmed at the Cossacks' raids and claim that they are targeting shipments of their grain. The Cossacks themselves claim they are only attacking the Tatars and brigands in the area, that the burghers are simply mistaken. As there is little in the way of government representation in the area, it's difficult to ascertain the truth, but there is clearly friction between these two groups, and we are expected to either reprimand or sanction one side in this conflict. We support the burghers or the Cossacks. They are both progressive groups, which makes this a little hard. Now, if we support the burghers, they would gain a lot of influence. So, as he's a man of the balance, he will support the Cossacks for now. Now we have disloyal estates. Great job. The burghers are disloyal to us. What could we do? We could ask for a contribution. We could give them influence. We don't want to do that. Demand diplomatic support, recruit. No, we'll just wait. I think it will go away after a while. We have to just go through this. It will be okay in time. I mean, it's taking a toll a bit, but we cannot show weakness as a ruler. It's not something that we do. Hey, and we have splendor. More splendor. Well, let's see. We got the cavalry armies. And can now go for maybe... What would balance everything out? Feudal de jure law would be good. In case we get more territory. Justified wars would be definitely be good. Improved war taxes. Colonies is not something that is good for us right now. So it's either the law or the war taxes. I mean, he's not expecting long wars, so we won't need war taxes. But the feudal de jure law is probably something he would like to control the unrest in his country. Our good Ivan III Veliki Rurikovich. Yeah, the monthly change. Whew. Can soon invest into another idea, which will help greatly. And we're also tending to military power a bit, because we're so good at that. We can build province improvements even now that we have so much money, but we want to accumulate the money. Oh, Cossack aggression. Now we've helped the Cossacks, now they're getting uppity or what? Moving quickly by boat or on horseback, the Cossacks of the steppes are very adept raiders. Several such raids have lately laid waste to the Novgorodian countryside and even major cities some way from our borders. As the Cossacks responsible are based inside our borders, the Novgorodian have now demanded both compensation and for the culprits to be brought to justice. The Novgorodians bring them to justice would decrease the loyalty of the Cossacks and the influence, and this would increase their loyalty and their influence. And Novgorod would gain a casus belli on us. Probably not that bad for us. Let's see what we can gain from the Cossacks once we have that. We could expand the Cossacks register, increase their loyalty. We could supply arms, which would give us for 20 years an improved land force limit modifier. We could gain army tradition, but we need at least one province belonging to the Cossacks. Maybe we should give them something. Like we had that steppes here. They belong to the clergy though. We have more steppes. I mean, we'll only gain steppes, give steppes to the Cossacks. So this is probably out of the question. Because we only have forests. We have so many forests, it's crazy. I guess we could also give them forests. What the hell? Maybe Kolomna. Yeah, these guys that try to gain uppity on us. Merchant republics. We could give that to the Cossacks. No. They need steppes, and we won't take steppes away from the clergy, so it wouldn't make sense. They would lose influence and loyalty, but that isn't too bad for us. We'll lay low for a while, bring them to justice, because we have helped them, and then now they're gaining uppity, and that is not good. Now we're instituting missionary schools because we like that. 400 power. Although there is no shortage of people ready to go out and spread the true faith, most of these people simply do more harm than good. However, specialist schools to train the missionaries will ensure we have more people who cannot only spread the faith, but succeed as well. And as he's the great unifier, we'll look into the cultures in our country. Oh, but now we have metropolitans here. We want to look into the cultures. There we go. There's Kazimov. It's belonging to a totally other culture, to the culture of Misha, and we'll change that culture. It'll take 130 months. But it is adjacent to Kazimov, our culture, so it will be okay in time. It's Misha. It's even a red culture. It's such a strange culture. We need to change it. Let's look at our other cultures. Other cultures are really going okay here. Nobles. The nobles also. Wow, look at that. Denmark paid the debt of Kazan? What? The nobles demand old rights. The nobility during this period still recalled the days when the king was just the first among many nobles. Nobility wanted to return to these days and would frequently pressure the king to regain certain lost rights of privileges. Will we accept that? I don't know. They would gain loyalty. If we reject that, we would lose stability. Monthly autonomy change. Is that really so bad? I mean, we're in peace. We could give them some demands, give in to some demands of them for 10 years. Yeah, we're like making the compromise, and we're also like really a genius compared to our father, so we'll defend the rights of the nobility a bit. It shouldn't be hard on us. There's still that question. Will we gain a consort? Everything is going well. Except that. Except that, of course. The burghers are in a terrible position at the moment. Received that Tver have embraced the Renaissance, speeding up their technological development and also speeding up ours as they're in the middle of that. What's going on here? Oh, all right. That is really great to have such neighbors. Oh yes, the burghers. We should increase their loyalty. They all have lost their influence. Except of the clergy. They really have good influence in the boyars as well. Novgorod is spying here in. We also want to fabricate claims in Novgorod. We have Solvychegotsk. Something what we wanna get. Maybe the next would be here, Kolmogorye. Is that possible? Not really, not yet. At least 25. They have elected a new one, a diplomat. Balanced personality. The burghers are gaining loyalty back slowly. Everything is fine. We could look at the boyars and use their loyalty. Gain 50 military power. Yeah, we would like some military support. We can go for that for a while. And maybe gain the military technology earlier, which is something that Ivan is eyeing. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Our development has been rising too. Let's have a look at the institutions. We have the Renaissance. We should really try to embrace it. What would be the next step after annexing Perm? Wow, that would be do a lot for or against the stability of our country. And what is east of Perm? That is also something that is interesting to know. East of Perm. What is there? We might also need to gain more allies. Maybe the Livonian Order would be... Look at that, they are friendly to us. They might be the people to go to. Even if they're Catholic. Then we have Sweden. They are also friendly. Natural ally is what we are. Then look at that, Tambov. Ryazan has gained Tambov. The Great Horde is getting pounded. We have the Krim. They're neutral to us. And here, Georgia. Might be someone to help. Well, we can invest now in another military technology, which is what we will, of course, do. So, standardized pikes. A pikes is a remarkably simple weapon to make. To get the full benefit from the use of pikes, it's required for the whole formation to be wielding weapons of similar length and blade. Now we have Eastern Militia. Should look into that. We have superior unit types. Eastern Militia is the way. Cavalry is still staying the same because it's so good. So a peaceful time has come, but Ivan III is preparing for war in all the claims he's doing to Novgorod. And we should really see if we can claim Kolmogorye to reach the White Sea. Cannot yet. So we'll go for maybe Shenkursk. Expand our borders into that direction. And we're still waiting for our coffers to be full. When the money is accumulated, we need 305. Let's see if we can reach that. Thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you, and stay tuned for the next episode. Muscovy loves you. And we'll try to expand our power. And the glory of the Orthodox faith is also nearing as we're discovering more ideas here. Thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you. And see you in the next episode. Have a good time until then.